All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 18 Gator.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, I-7.
Looking to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Ready up. 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Give me that ball, defense. Pilot, 64. Weak. Give me that ball, defense. Check 52. Switch it. Yeah, switch it. Stick.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next the score, Bengals 7, Steelers 0. Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 soft.
Check, 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the edge.
Hey, Sam off. Jam. Let's go.
First carry for James Conner. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Snap.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 26.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Now he steps away. And that'll be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 9.
To throw again. Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
36. Check three.
They'll run for it with Samuels and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Ready?
To throw from his end zone, Lawrence. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
59. Mike 59. All day, every day, any day.
Mike 59. Mike
61. Matchbox lights. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 8 read. That's a screen. Pass. Shift. Topper.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Break. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch twist.
2nd and 3. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's coming.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 36 yards out. And And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, Lawrence. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
X3, 218, chop.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 59. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Ready.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Defense, let's get out the field, defense. Mike, check. 59.
Blue, get it.
Throwing again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. This entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they had 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So,
and now look at him go. The 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Ready, ready. 10 logo.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Cook following the penalty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 15-yard line.
And up. 60 or.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
5.
2nd and 15. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
when I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got him. 6-6, pull it hard.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go, set, 15, line it, 15 line.
Screen. Drop the screen.
Get it.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
10-2 soft.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
Greystone travel.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 34 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook with a first down and much more. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Smith.
Mike 5'9". I got it. Mike, check. 59.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Ready.
From the gun, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Watch the twist.
They run it again with Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Out.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Bengals.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ready up.
98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check it out, Reed. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Let's go.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Hey, exit.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Back to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Steelers 7.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point now by Boswell. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check safety. Switch.
80 weapons. Let's go.
Now Cook. And an alley to run. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get that ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It's a gain of 10.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Rush in.
61. Matchbox lights.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. All you get is a headache. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the pass.
Five.
You ain't doing nothing.
Hey, lock it.
You ain't doing nothing today. 49, check 49.
5.
On 1st and 10 is counter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Man, I got you.
Hey, Echo.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 59 mark. Big grip.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And no, it's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Again, it's Cook. And some room to work. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down, Bengals.
Ready, set.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the carry, it's Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Tighten up. Pull together. Switch.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Big air. Shoot. Hatchet.
Sit up. Let's go.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook.
Go.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Baby, let's go.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Cincinnati, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.